It's okay, it's alright. Won't be waiting for long. I love everybody wants
What's up, everybody? How we doing? Back at you with another review. This was really interesting. I've seen a few people review it, but they're not saying one obvious thing, and I don't know that's if they don't want to offend the brand or someone sent them the shoe for review. I'm going to speak directly on it because I think it's an obvious thing. It's really important that we make the direct comparison and then see exactly what and why this happens to be a really good running shoe. So today we are going to be reviewing the Saucony Endorphin Speed with speed roll technology. There's an obvious thing that you're going to be seeing when you look at this shoe initially. So we're going to be making the comparison between a couple of pairs of shoes that cross over into the same mechanical aspects of this shoe. What you're seeing with this shoe is exactly what you think you're seeing with this shoe. You're seeing that BASF TPU material that most people have come to know as Boost. Now, the Boost material here is a little bit denser, a little bit thicker on the Ultra Boost. I know that with other models of the Adidas running shoes that have this material, those other models are often categorized in their density, across different lines at different price points. This one, I'm not sure if it was particular that licensing or whatnot from the BASF was particular to the type of density that you used that didn't cross over into Boost land. But the fact remains, it's in there and it's good. It works as you would expect it to. It feels as you would expect it to. A couple of other companies that have used it are Puma have used it calling it Energy. Adidas uses it calling it Boost. This is called Power Run, PWRRUN Plus. Power Run Plus is what you'll find in the Endorphin Speed and the Endorphin Pro. The Power Run technology has recently been seen on the Saucony Hurricane 22, which features a huge chunk, more like the Ultra Boost, on that midsole cushioning. So this is noticeably lighter, but still just as effective. Now, again, the differences between them are going to be minuscule, but you will feel that cush cloud-like comfort, lots of spring back, and that's going to happen along with the nylon shank that's in this shoe. We'll talk really quickly about the upper. The upper is a traditional mesh with fusing, no stitching, which makes it comfortable. I'm used to the knit materials and the lockdown that you feel from those. So that took some getting used to, and it will continue to take some getting used to. But you've got a little bit of structure in that toe, and then you've got a really nice open airy mesh with fused overlays. I do love the laces on this. The flat laces actually provide a different kind of torque when you're pulling on it that you don't get from rope laces and you don't get from oval laces. That flat lace is also accompanied with very slim eyelets that play into the fact that you've got a flat lace. So the lockdown on these is incredible when you're used to wearing a more knit-based shoe. This is definitely not knit, open mesh. Now, the next thing that you'll see, well, should I say feel, is that this shoe has a rocking motion kicker that springs you forward. They call that the speed roll technology. That technology is very much like this here. So when you're talking a plated shoe that has that kicker that rolls you forward, now you're in the realm of what Nike had going with a lot of their Zoom Fly and Vaporfly technology. That is in this shoe at a much more affordable price. So in this shoe that is not the Pro, the Endorphin Speed has a nylon plate inside, and I don't believe it's rockered as much as the Pro. The Pro has a carbon fiber plate and is a little more drastic on the rock, but not much. And so the difference between the Speed and the Pro, a little bit of cosmetics, and then that plate. The Pro is retailing at 190 plus, and this one is retailing at 150, 155. Okay, so there's the difference in the two. Just a little bit of economy, still the similar overall technology with a little bit of difference. But that speed roll is something that you definitely feel when you put this on and you roll forward. It definitely kicks you off the toe, and then it settles you back in on that next stride. So what I love about it is you can use this for sprinting or faster tempo workouts when you're landing mid-foot to the toe. On a longer run where you're landing a little bit more flat, you do get your cushioning in here, and you can kind of settle in to a softer, cushier ride. But because that cushioning runs heel to toe the entire way, it's actually good for multiple types of running. And that's what I like about it. In terms of fit, I am very much used to knit shoes. These have become the staple over the last 5 years. And the crazy thing is, it really has only been about 5 years since the Ultra Boost it really has only been about 5 years since the Ultra Boost debuted in 2015. There were knit shoes by Nike, but Nike's knit was a little bit different. Only recently has their knit gotten a little more comfortable, a little bit better. I'm partial to that feeling. So having a little bit of space because of the traditional mesh upper, even without the seaming, was a little bit different for me because I'm used to having my toes and midfoot locked down a little bit tighter. The traditional collar has come back on a lot of knit shoes. Saucony never went away from it really in their mid-range to upper range multiple mile trainers. And so this is a really good fit. The heel counter, you have a hard heel counter in there, but it's not invasive at all. It's a very smooth transition around the collar of the shoe. It's not overly padded, so you don't feel like you're suffocating in there. It's really nice and light. The tongue itself is locked down in several areas. So while you don't have that knit feeling all the way up around the ankle, you do have a snug fit that's not loose and moving around on you too much, because it can't go left or right very much at all. It's locked down pretty good. A little bit of tongue padding at the top. Overall, really good shoe. Really good shoe. Traction is good. You've got some traditional rubber only in the places that you need it, leaving it open on the bottom here. The other shoes, just for comparison, since we've been comparing, Nike has only the foot pad with just barely anything on the heel. And of course, Ultra Boost has that traditional all over continental rubber. So in comparison, that takes a little bit of weight off of this shoe also, because a large portion of it is just the cushioning system, and the rubber is only in the places, and even then, nice cutouts, just traction only. So the traction on this shoe is actually very good. Overall, it's an impressive pair of shoes. It really is. If you've got the extra coin and you want to go with the Power Run Pro, what you're really getting, as I mentioned, is just a carbon fiber plate. I don't know for sure if the density of the midsole cushioning is any different, but with the increase in price only being about $30 to $40, I think what you're paying for is that carbon fiber plate. So this is an amazing shoe. I was going to review it and take it back because I'm partial to Adidas. Everyone knows that. But this one might stay in the collection for purposes of training and for purposes of speed training when I'm running a little bit faster tempos. I may do this because it is noticeably lighter than an Ultra Boost. Although that cushion density is a little bit different on speed days, that impact protection isn't as necessary. And so I may keep this for my faster training days, tempo days, days when I might be running some stairs or hills and I'm really driving against the ground and it's less about the impact. And so that might have to be what I keep these for. But this is the Endorphin Speed with Speed Roll technology. Thanks a lot. We'll see you soon. Peace.
It's okay, it's alright.